What makes us literate? Is it knowledge in a certain field or area, like Oxford says? Or would this guy be considered literate and guard? I really don't think so. As a member of ASU's Color Guard, you've probably seen me spinning to Yikes many Saturdays. But believe it or not, it takes a really long time to get even precise at these simple moves. Technical achievement, practice, and just sheer ability really goes a long way when you're performing in front of 25,000 people. Every guard has a core set of moves that it must learn in order to learn these more complex routines. Without knowledge of these terms, one cannot perform and learn at a quick pace like we are supposed to do. The Guard, along with the Marching Mountaineers, performs 4 to 5 different shows each season. That's a new routine every 2 to 3 weeks. Within those new routines, there may be 3 to 4 songs. That's a lot to learn in a very short amount of time. That's why knowledge of these core terms is so important. We must learn them so we can pick up at a quick pace. We have practice 3 times a week. At the beginning of every practice, we review these key terms: back scratchers, drop spins, speed spins, cones, Pagliaccis. What does that have any meaning for? Well, for us, it holds every meaning for our performances and for our routines. We must know when to start our moves, what counts they land on, and how much time we need to put them into our routines. Now, let's sit back and enjoy what's left of the show. As college students, I know that most of us are used to doing this across our campus. But whenever I do want to go somewhere and I don't have access to my own car, I'd like to drive other people's cars sometimes. But what if I can't drive a stick shift? This is one of the literacies that I am working on right now. I would love to be able to drive a stick shift. I've been trying to learn from various friends. Though somewhat successful, I'm still having to work at it. Clutches, gear shifts, gear ratios. What in the world am I supposed to do with that? Well, when you sit in the seat of a car that has one of these stick shifts, you find out really quick what it means. So, I hope one day to be able to possess this literacy. Right now, I'm working on it, so I can one day do this in one of those. Dance. It holds different meaning for every person, for every culture. But for me, I've been training since I was 3 years old. 4 different genres, and I'm still not at the highest level that I could be. That's the wonderful thing about dance. It's a lifelong process. You have to practice, you have to stretch, you have to really work at your body. It's very difficult, but it's so rewarding in the end. I could not be happier with how much I've achieved, but I know that I have much farther to go. These are basic ballet moves. One must know a knowledge of these to be able to perform other ballet movements. A lot of ballet training is strengthening and conditioning. As I said earlier, there are 4 different genres of dance that I've been working at. This genre would be classified more as jazz, kind of an upbeat movement, very interpretive of the music that you're using. It's a lot of fun, but you have to really be controlled even though you're doing quicker movements. You must have a basic knowledge of even ballet movements to be able to perform these very well. Pliés, pointed toes, flexed feet, hands, they all go into one another. This type of dance would be considered modern or lyrical dance, usually very different than ballet, but still pulling from its basic technical moves. Lyrical movement is very expressive of music. You have to have a knowledge of beats, of what you want to do with your body, and how to make it do that. Those might sound really simple, but try improving to one of these songs. In conclusion, since my areas of literacy are considered very artistic, people might be able to understand them, but most of the time they're not. They have to base it on their aesthetics and what they find to be beautiful and entrancing. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks.